everybody, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, it's theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Keep your questions rolling in. That's what fuels me. And quite honestly, that's what gets my phone ringing, all right? And speaking of phone, the number is 949-415-6256. You can also text me, all right? I will get it. I'll get back to you. If you prefer email, it's dan@theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Social media, find me on Snapchat. It's my new playground, my new favorite playground. Or any other way you want to get a hold of me, right? You want to send a carrier pigeon? Hopefully it can find me, okay? I'll respond to you somehow. So, today's question comes from someone who is going to be anonymous. And by the way, for those of you who are new, I keep you anonymous by default unless you specifically request that I mention your name or your company, because some people want their company to be promoted. So today's question, it's not really a question, it's more of a rant from somebody who is trying to get out of the business. So they've owned a research clinic for quite some time now. And what they're saying is, let me just read it to you, okay? Research trials are getting to be terribly busy, even with less patients. Complexity and inefficiency that are being demanded and grueling work with constant monitor turnover are getting to be the norm. Our new study coordinators just cannot catch up to the pouring work without some period of learning curve because new monitors want things now and the urgent basis. It is concerning. I am thinking about selling my site. So, first of all, I've been doing research since 1999 part-time, full-time since 2005. The studies are getting more complex, but it hasn't been, I haven't noticed that it's more grueling or more challenging since 2005. I mean, they use different EDC systems. Maybe they have a bunch of different vendors for different platforms, like where you get your lab results or where you upload your ECGs or your e-diaries, ECRFs, EDC. So I don't think protocols are getting more grueling. I don't know if that's accurate, but I kind of understand what you're saying, because right now, and I always talk about this because I'm a business person, supply and demand, all right? I'm a big believer in supply and demand in any industry, and in clinical research just as well. Right now we have a relatively low supply of studies and a high demand. A lot of research sites want to participate in this low supply of studies. So there's a lot of competition. Sponsors and CROs know this, so they know they could put their foot down harder and get more out of the sites than they normally could, and they could even request more from the sites than they normally could. Case in point, several sponsors, I had to turn down some studies because these are just not typical studies of what I'm used to conducting. They're post-marketing studies where all the work has to be done at a day program, not at your clinic. So they're just asking all kinds of stuff which they'll never be able to get away with in a normal market. And by normal meaning a relatively good amount of studies out there and less demand from sites because there's more studies out there. So I think what you're experiencing may just be a temporary thing. I don't know about a seasonal thing, but I would expect it to be different around the end of the year and early in the next year. I can certainly help you maybe talk about selling your company or finding someone who will merge with you. We can discuss those kind of things. But as far as CRA turnover, that's always been common in this industry. CRAs get overworked and they pretty much jump ship somewhere else. I know a lot of CRAs that used to work for sponsors, and the sponsors laid them off because the sponsors are kind of moving away from hiring their own CRAs, and the CRAs are getting hired by CROs, and the CRAs are having some trouble adjusting. So it's not just you struggling with these issues, it's the CRAs as well. But this may just be a temporary thing, okay? I don't think and I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary. So anyways, keep your questions coming in. Hopefully this helps. Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thank you, Rami, my videographer. Do you agree with what I just said?
Yes, sure.
Alright. EDC is awesome?
Yes.
Okay, and you love Intralinks, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Alright, big shout out to my sponsor, Intralinks Via. Everybody check it out. That's the future of clinical research, right? Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Take care.
Yeah.